Hello, this is David from the Bookman in Orange, your humble host, and I welcome you to Things Found in Old Books. We got a whole bric-a-brac of stuff for you today. We're going to start with this book here, published. It's called the Christian Mysteries, published in 1914. We found this old receipt from 1920 something. They didn't fill out that part. It was 12/6/1920 to Mrs. Carlson in Hesperia. Now Hesperia is like 1920 was just this little desert town, and I think in the 1900 census it was like 1,000 people lived there. So she went to the local mart there, and she bought some. Well, I can't read the top one, but she bought something and it cost 64 cents. She bought some cheese for 10 cents. She bought some sugar for 25 cents. And it looks like vinegar. I'm having a hard time reading all this stuff for 20 cents, and some eggs for a dime. And so she paid $1.69, and it says paid. And so she came up with the cash. She bought it, took all these groceries home. Now, I'm not sure what $1.69 in 1920 is, but I'll figure it out for you. And again, this here is like out of a carbon copy, but at the bottom it's signed in pencil because they didn't have ballpoint pens in those days. In this book here, Jacqueline Suzanne, Once Is Not Enough, we found this card to Control Data Institute, to a young lady in Cypress, California, and it was for a computer class. Now, this is kind of like one of those, what do I want to say, one of those trade school kind of things. It wasn't a regular college or anything. And it says, "Dear friend, you have successfully passed the controlled data entry test. Your name has been kept in our active file. Your next class starts October 3rd. Now, this part was interesting. To register, call me, collect immediately." And there's the telephone number. So if she's going to computer school in 1977, those were the computers in those days. Those were, you had to do punch cards. You had these cards. You'd make a stack of cards to create a program. So when she was going to computer class, she was learning to punch the cards for the computer. But let's hope Colleen went on to become a very successful computer operator, and maybe she invented something like Google or something. In this book here, the Decorative 30s, we found this from the May Diamond Company. Your credit is good at the Store of Happiness at the May Diamond Company in Broadway Street in Los Angeles. They sold diamond rings, watches, and well, they also sold typewriters and luggage, so I don't know. So that's where she went to buy her ring, because what she's got here is a certificate. It says, bonded diamond certificate, lifetime guarantee. So this was to Doris. So Doris, if you're out there, your ring is still good. And I got your certificate to prove it. And she paid $895 for that ring. And by today's standard, that's about $8,000. So she got an $8,000 ring sitting in her jewelry box on her dresser. There you go. Finally, kind of in the spirit of the time here, Saul Bellows, Humboldt's Gift, I found a slide, a color slide. And on the back it says, Pumpkinhead Man, October 30th, 1978. And there it is. Now, I took a picture of this, which I'm going to share here, and you can see what it looks like. So that's the Pumpkinhead Man. Pretty snazzy. Well, that's all I got for today, and I want to thank you for stopping by. Good day.